Hey, what's up guys? Houston here. And for those of you just finding my YouTube channel, welcome. Please remember to hit that subscribe button and that bell. And for those of you that's been supporting me, as always, salute. Now, today's video, we're actually going to be talking about the best credit builder loans. Now, this is a very hot topic, and the reason is because you have a lot of tech companies that are offering credit builder loans. However, the credit builder loans, they're offering low dollar amounts, okay? And the thing about it, when you have trade lines that offer low dollar amounts, it actually can hurt you. Even though it's a primary trade line on your credit and it's building up your credit, but when it comes to like getting major funding and stuff, that can have a negative impact. So what we did, we decided to find some credit unions that offer credit builder loans. And for those of you that are not members of Navy Federal or can't find a relative to help you join Navy Federal, these credit unions you can join, and they're pretty much doing the same thing as Navy Federal. Okay, they may have like slight differences, but at the same time, the functionality of these credit unions, and we use a 5 criteria type of situation, 4 or 5 criteria situation, and to determine if these are credit unions worth joining. Okay, and what we do, we decide on not only if they're offering credit builder loans, but if they're offering secured credit cards as well. And one of the major things that we're looking for is business bank accounts. Are they offering business bank accounts? So some of you all may wonder, like, why does that matter? Here's the reason it matters. Because if you build a relationship with a financial institution, and even though they have personal cards, they're giving you high limits, you also may decide, hey, I need more capital. You may decide you want to do other types of investment. You may want to invest in real estate. You may want to invest in cryptocurrency or something, so you need more capital. Also, when you're switching over from personal credit to business credit and you max out the business credit cards and lines of credit, it doesn't affect your personal credit unless you actually stop paying on it. Now, that's the reason you want to find institutions that actually offer different services. So again, this is our criteria mainly, is do they offer credit builder loans, secured credit cards, business bank accounts, and again, like I said, what are their personal credit cards like? So is it hard to get a personal credit card with them? So again, we pick these here credit unions, and is it hard to join? That's another thing. And so these credit unions, it's not hard to join. And again, the functionality, they do it the same way as Navy Federal. As a matter of fact, Navy Federal is on the list, but I wanted to actually point out some of the ones that, hey, if you can't be a part of Navy Federal, these credit unions will work because they still meet these same criteria as what Navy Federal offers. Okay, and the first one we're talking about is DCU. Okay, that's Digital Federal Credit Union. Okay, and here's the reason that I like Digital Credit Union. Here's the situation. They offer bad credit loans. Besides the credit builder loans, they offer bad credit loans as well. Now, understanding that, what that means is that they're more or less not focusing on they're not focusing on your credit score. They're focusing on your income. Okay? And remember, your income really matters in terms of financial institutions, because you may, especially with credit union, you may have a bad credit, but you have a high net worth. And because you have a high net worth and a lower debt to income ratio, they're willing to work with you. Okay, so that's the reason that we pick these financial institutions. Now, how do you join DCU? The way that you join DCU is they have it's called a reach out of school.org. excuse me, reach out of school organization. Reach out of school organization, okay? And it's $10 to join. That's the easiest way to join DCU. Now, for those of you that are members of DCU, or you have used their services in the past, comment below. Let me know. Do you like their services? Do they operate in terms of what's the biggest difference that you see that they operate versus Navy Federal, since everybody wants to become a member of Navy Federal? Okay, let me know your experience on DCU. Now, the second one is Parta Credit Union. Parta Credit Union, excuse me. All right. Now, with Parta Credit Union, they offer, again, credit builder loans. But again, they offer business accounts as well as secured credit card. So if you're looking for real primaries, and not trying to say, okay, this is a primary. If you're looking for real primaries and you're trying to look at building a relationship long term, these are the credit unions you want to look at, because they fit all the criteria and it gives you the leverage to raise more capital. That's the end game we want anyway, to be able to have access to more money. So that's the reason that this is important. So with Parta Credit Union, all you have to do is become a member of the American Consumer Council. Okay? That's all. So once you become a member of there, then you can join them, and they're very flexible. That's the thing that I've been studying. I see that they are very flexible and willing to work with people, especially if you're in check systems. This is another thing. Like some of these credit unions, like they're either doing a check systems or early warning systems. What is this? DCU. Okay, with DCU, I know they use check systems or whatever. But again, here's the situation. Some of these credit unions, they may use check system, but they're giving you second chance loans. So you're actually able to get a loan as a primary on your credit, and again, able to get a secured card if you're trying to help rebuild your credit. So this is how you build that bridge to reestablishing your credit. Again, the reason that I don't feel good about these tech credit builder companies, like what is that, self-lender. Okay, I know a lot of people have a self-lender to help them out. However, they have low dollar limits. They have low dollar limits just as well as kickoff. Okay, and so granted that you're not putting the money up front, but they're low limit trade lines. Okay, and yes, it's a positive trade line. Yes, it's reporting to the credit bureau, but they're low limit trade lines. Okay, it's best to actually just build a relationship with the credit unions and get their credit builder loans, get their secured lines of credit, open up a business account, make weekly deposits. This is how you actually build your relationship. With self-lender, kickoff and stuff, they're not offering you these other categories as well. But again, like I said, they're low limit trade lines. You do not want low limit trade lines, because what it'll do is just keep you in that threshold of maybe $500, maybe maximum $1,000 trade line. But again, if you're trying to get $3,000, $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $25,000 trade lines and stuff, you need to build a relationship with the financial institutions. So this is very important. Now, another great credit union is Alliance. Okay, and the way you join Alliance is foster care to success, right? And so I think it's like $5. Now, I'm going to talk about some other primaries. Now, they don't offer like secured credit cards, but they are credit builder loans. And again, they don't offer business bank account, but again, they actually give you the money. So that's what you actually want. You want to be able to have access to the money. So that being said, just give me one moment. All right, so now we're back, guys. So as I was saying, with Alliant, you join them through foster care to success. It's for $5. All right. Now here's another one of my favorites. Is First Tech. Guys, remember I was telling you with First Tech, they're taking the gloves off. First Tech is stepping their game up. And what I mean by that is that they're trying to position themselves to where you can actually look at them the way that you look at Navy Federal, except you don't have to be a part of the military. Okay? Now here's how you actually join First Tech. They have the Financial Fitness Association. Okay? That's how you join them. All right? Now, the reason, again, I'm telling you guys, the reason you want to join them, because they operate like Navy Federal. They give you the high credit limits. That's what you want. You want high credit limit credit cards, right? But the thing about it, you have to start somewhere and build a relationship. And if you have bad credit, then start from the ground up by using the credit builder loan, the secured card, so that you can have multiple trade lines that are actually turning into primaries. All right? So yes, you have to put money up front, but speaking of that, here's something that you can do. Now, you may have joined these, and there's other credit unions we're going to talk about though, but I'm going to talk about some primaries that you can apply for that don't focus on your personal credit. They're more focused on your income versus your, as well as your debt to income ratio. But these here are primaries, and I'll tell you what to do with those primaries. So talking about those primaries, I'll put them over here. Okay. Now you have FIG loans, and for you guys that are listening in and everything, let me know, have you used these type of primaries? And the strategy I'm going to talk about, I definitely want to know, had you thought about this here strategy that'll help give you 3 trade lines with one off of one primary. Okay, so that's the reason that I'm talking about these. Okay, and if I'm doing a good job explaining this and helping you better your situation, rebuilding your credit and stuff, give me a thumbs up, comment, let me know what's going on that you're missing or what you're trying to figure out in terms of helping you rebuild your credit. So in terms of, again, getting the primary, I think with FIG loans, I think theirs is I think 1,000. Now you also have Money Lion. Okay, and with Money Lion, there's their maximum is 1,000. All right. Now I know you're saying, well, Houston, that's still a low limit, but just stick with me because I'm gonna show you how to turn this low limit and maximize it out to leverage to build your credit to get 3 primaries. Okay, so that's the reason. So, and again, they're not focused on the personal credit. Things that they're focused on, again, is the income, your debt to income, and if you are in a current bankruptcy. If you had a recent bankruptcy that's been discharged, it's great. They'll still work with you, okay? But these are those are the 3 primary things that they're looking at. All right. Now you have Oplone. Now with Oplone, again, they go anywhere from 500 to 4,000. Now understand that Oplone does not operate in every state. Okay, so just keep that in mind, especially like places like New York. I know New York, you guys are having a very hard time trying to find lenders and stuff like that. And so I get it. You know, I think there's one credit union, I think it's called MCU Credit Union. Now I know they offer credit builder loans and stuff, and they're a main factor in New York. Okay, so in terms of like with New York trying to get loans, they offer credit builder loans and stuff. But like with FIG loans, Money Line, and Op loans, with New York is one of those more restrictive states in terms of offering you loans, no collateral, unsecured loans with higher interest rates. So New York is very tight on that, okay? If any of you guys know of any other lenders in New York that help New York residents, put a comment below. Let me check it out. No spamming, because I will delete it. But at the same time, in terms of helping our community out, people that are trying to be able to get access to capital to start rebuilding their credit, okay? And then another one is net credit. Now, some people have used net credit. Some people like them, some people hate them. But at the same time, the maximum they go up to is $10,500. All right. Now, that being said, starting out, if you was able to get one of these primaries, okay, then this is how you would use one primary from here to get two more primaries to have a total of 3. So then just say that net credit gave you 5,000. Okay? So net credit gives you 5,000. So you took, say, maybe 2,000. That 2,000, and you open up a credit builder loan, a secured credit builder loan with one of these here institutions. And then once you did the credit builder loan, then you took another 2,000 and opened up a secured card. Okay, so now you have 3 real primaries that are high dollar primaries on the credit, and that's very important in helping you rebuild your credit, because even if you have bad credit, the more positive credit you have on the credit file is going to help you. That's one thing you have to understand. Now let's talk about these other credit unions. Okay, so you have, they call it First Credit Union. Okay, ever call it First Credit Union? Now, again, with First Credit Union, you join them through First Credit Union or Credit Union 1, or they call it Credit Union 1. I call it First Credit Union, but they call it Credit Union 1 Education Development Association. Okay. Now, again, and they start at joining to, it costs about $5, and this is where anyone can join. You don't have to be military associated, but again, these are credit unions that actually operate like Navy Federal. Again, like I said, Navy Federal is very generous, right? And that's the reason a lot of people, if you want to understand how to build a relationship with Navy Federal Credit Union, put a comment below and say, hey Houston, would you please send me over the video so I can see it. So I'll actually send you over the video so you can actually see how to actually build a relationship with Navy Federal, even if you're non-military. Okay, so if you want to see that video, just put a comment below. Hey Houston, could you send me the video? But let me know if I'm explaining this, and does this actually help you? Now, here's something I want to talk to you guys about that I definitely want you all to be aware. I know a lot of people help build their credit up with AUs, okay? This is the thing about it. Don't go overboard with the AUs. Don't put 4 or 5 AUs. Maximum is 3, okay? Now, understanding that when you're adding AUs and you're trying to go after a mortgage, again, especially with government FHA mortgages and stuff, they may ask you to remove that AU, okay? So just keep that in mind. That being said, let's talk about building a relationship with Navy Federal. Now, Navy Federal credit builder loans, I made a video. I'll put the video up top so you can actually see that whole process. You can see the whole reverse process of just dealing with Navy Federal in terms of helping to build up your credit and stuff using pledge loans and taking that pledge loans as well as these other primaries to help build your credit up so that you can build yourself up to get higher limit credit cards. And for those of you, for those of you that are trying to build a relationship with Navy Federal. I would definitely tell you, if you already have a relationship with Navy Federal and you have a low credit score, you're trying to get a higher limit credit card, then of course you want to actually look at that video, Navy Federal $25,000 credit card with no, as a matter of fact, I'll put a link so that you can actually see that video also. Okay, so anyway, Navy Federal, but you have to be military with them. And then here's one that's interesting, and it's a Southwest Financial Credit Union. Now this is different than Southwest Credit Union. There's two. There's Southwest Credit Union, which is with the airline, and then there's Southwest Financial. The thing about it, like with these here credit builder loans, the time span in terms of, I would tell you, when you get these credit builder loans, do not pay them off early. Again, with credit builder loans, if you're able to pay off about 80%, and then the other 20%, you want to space it out as long as possible. So when they ask you how long do you want your credit builder loan open, you want it to be open as long as possible. Okay, some of these may go 4 or 5 years, and so that means that you probably may be paying on that credit builder loan for maybe $5, maybe $10. But the longer it's out there, the better it is to help you rebuild your credit until you get some other primaries. Now, here's another thing you have to keep in mind with the credit builder loans themselves. If you have a mortgage, car loan, student loan, all right, these type of things with the credit builder loan, they may not be as big of an impact on the credit, but they're still good if you're trying to build that relationship. Also, for you guys that may be paying child support, okay, if you're paying child support, here's something that's very important. Child support is a primary trade line. That's the reason I keep telling people, pay your child support, because it'll keep on reporting as a primary trade line. So if you're, say that you're maybe $9,000 that you owe in child support, right? That's a primary trade line. That's a primary trade line. Most people don't even think of it. They're like, oh, I'm not going to pay my child support. Why not? It's a primary trade line boosting up your credit. Plus, you're actually doing something that you know that you probably should have been doing in the first place, and that's helping support your child. Hey, I've been on child support, and the thing about it is I never missed a payment. But once I realized that them reporting that child support on my credit as a positive trade line, it helped build up my credit. So I'm going to definitely encourage you guys or women, if you have child support, make your payments on time so that you can get that high limit primary on your credit. It's very important. It gives you, it boosts up your credit score. So pay your child support. Okay. So that being said, again, for you guys that have just joined, welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe and comment. But at the same time, let me know, are you a part of any of these credit unions? How do you like them? Because I've seen people with, even also Andrews credit union. All right. But again, they have to meet these criteria if they're worth it. Okay, they have a credit builder loan, secured cards, business bank account, and high limit personal credit cards. So that's the reason that they're important like that. Now, again, for those of you that's been following me, supporting me, as always, salute.